overcome it. And once you conquer the first obstacle on your own without your parents doing it for you, the obstacles to follow won't seem as bad because you mastered the first one so easily. In conclusion, I would like to say that what you do today can determine tomorrow. In a sense, this is the first day of the rest of our lives, and there's a whole lot out there that we don't know about. As we discover these unknowns, let us tread around them carefully, but with curiosity, so that we may benefit from our discoveries later on in life. Never give up on your hopes and your dreams. Just fulfill them by letting your stamina and soon-to-be wisdom work as a team. Thank you.
Students and graduates, it has been a privilege to serve you, the students, during the 1989-90 school year as your student representative to the Board of Education. As I look back, I realize that it was all worthwhile. Being able to have a voice in many discussions that dealt with students was an honor for me. There were even some advantages to this job, such as being exposed on TV for all to see. I mean, what more can you ask for? I would like to thank the Board of Education and the administration for listening to our opinions, and I would especially like to extend my gratitude to the following people. Mr. Smythe, who has helped me so much with this position as a mentor and a friend. Dr. Karen Roth, who advised me on a countless number of occasions. Dr. Harold Bussey, who made me feel so at ease with his genuine friendliness. And last, but certainly not the least, the teachers and other faculty members at SL. Without your support and dedication, none of this would have been possible. And let me just say that although we put you through some tough times, we will truly miss each and every one of you. One important thing that I learned this past year was that we still have a lot of work to do. Underclassmen, your remaining years are still filled with many more events to come that can be shared with your friends. Make the most of it, and it is my sincere wish that you try to become united as one strong class before you graduate. And fellow graduates, we have gone through a lot in the past 4 years, and although it's time to say goodbye for a while, may the memories of the friendships that you have found be a lasting treasure to hold within your heart. And to my successor and close friend, Brad Pepe Treebacks, may your obligations and responsibilities as a student rep be a learning experience to be used as a stepping stone in the future. Again, I would like to say thanks for allowing me to represent you, and to the graduating class of 1990, best of luck in your future endeavors, and I love you all. Thank you.
Traditionally, each graduating class has something behind in its memory. This year, our gift is somewhat ironic because we are leaving our gift to the library, a place that not many seniors have seen in quite some time.
I feel very lucky to be a part of this new era. Although our parents had to walk to school 10 miles, uphill both ways, in the snow with no shoes, this world has changed with new developments. This gift we are leaving is a CD-ROM disc. This futuristic concept will enable students to have their encyclopedia and thesaurus at their fingertips, thus making it impossible for students to procrastinate any longer. With this CD-ROM, it takes the hassle off students who at one time had to strenuously turn pages and flip through card catalogs to find information. Now, with the press of one key, information will appear in seconds.
Our class, being the first to graduate in this decade, is happy to bestow upon the student body this sophisticated piece of equipment so that they are able to keep up this world that is rapidly advancing technologically. We hope that they will be as successful as we have been throughout our high school career. We wish them luck and happiness.
We, the graduating class of 1990, would like to welcome the incoming freshman class of 1994. We wish you the very best of luck. Very best of luck. You will have 4 memorable years as we have, trying to raise money through various fundraisers, from candy sales to car washes, Cedar Point trips to sweatshirt sales, and from hellograms to goodbyeograms. We've done them all, we've had a ball, while growing closer together as a class. Freshman year is probably the hardest because you don't have any money to begin with. To help you along, we would like to present you with $500 of our hard-earned money. Get it started, use it well. Good luck.
Ms. Muller, would you please come forward? Ms. Muller decided to sponsor the class of '90 because it marks the 30th reunion of when she graduated in 1960 from Ann Arbor High School. Upon completion of high school, Ms. Muller furthered her education in university, where she received her bachelor's and master's degrees. She also spent 2 years in the Peace Corps as an educational television instructor. She began teaching in the Southfield Public School District in 1967 and presently teaches mathematics at Southfield Lathrup. Ms. Muller, on behalf of the senior class, Mihir and I would like to say thank you for your time, effort, and assistance in helping to make our 4 years at Southfield Lathrup both pleasant and enjoyable.
Once upon a time, in a village called Lathrup, there was a sponsor that we fondly call Miss Scaglione.
We came to high school with trepidation, not really knowing what to do. But she took us, her flock of lost and bewildered sheep, into the pasture of organization.
As freshman year continued, she pushed us through very successful candy sales and the best float that has ever graced the Southfield Lathrup Homecoming Parade.
She was the driving force that pumped our prepubescent pecs into a perfect platoon of tug-of-war champions. And she was the one that made our historic freshman trip to Cedar Point a landmark in class trips.
Sophomore year, Miss Scaglione continued to rally the troops. At homecoming, we made phenomenally fattening treats, and we worked in the steamy code room. All through this seemingly never-ending year, she pushed us and trained us for the challenges we would all face in our pursuit for excellence.
Junior year, finally upperclassmen. Miss Scaglione was becoming just one of the girls. Homecoming was the first event that she finally let us take some of the heavy work off her shoulders.
We were becoming the team that would take us to the finish line as we began the race to raise the obscene amount of money that we would need to fund Miss Scaglione's greatest accomplishment and our fantasy, prom.
The majority of our junior year was spent debating over who would have the perfect carpet, the perfect lights, the perfect food, and most of all, the perfect room. But all in all, it was Miss Scaglione's brilliance that brought light into our darkened minds to take our prom to the Detroit Yacht Club.
Senior year arrived and Miss Scaglione was ready to boogie. We were extremely lacking in financial resources, so she planned more and more grueling fundraisers.
From car washes to sweatshirts to those 4-year-old candy bars that we're still trying to sell. This workaholic made sure that the 1990 Southfield Lathrup Senior Prom would be the most outstandingly spectacular prom ever.
It's because of you, Miss Scaglione, we can hold our heads high. You have made our board the best class organization that Mr. Smythe has ever seen.
You will be sorely missed as a crucial part of our lives, although we feel now we are ready to cut our binding ties and fly away.
Miss Scaglione, will you please join us? In appreciation for all that you have done for our class, we would like to present you with this minuscule token of our deep admiration.
Ms. Scaglione, the class of 1990, thanks you.
Would everyone please rise as we sing the alma mater, please? Please be seated.
Ears. Well, seniors, we finally get to wear our hats to school. And before we begin, I'd just like to give my heartfelt thanks to my mother, who, with her hard work and dedication, will hopefully make our all-night party the best ever.
We're here to talk about the memories of a year. Our first year, freshman year.
We were finally out of middle school and in the big leagues. We were in high school.
We thought we were so cool. Until the second day, when everyone was there, and we couldn't comprehend that in 4 years, it could produce such large human beings, the seniors.
Freshman year was a year of firsts and lasts. Rules, for instance.
We were the first freshman class to ever have lockers in lower D. Boy, did that go over well.
We were the last freshman class to ever go out to lunch legally. Open lunch. It was great, but we had to walk wherever we went.
So basically, our food sources were limited to Evergreen Plaza. For example, New York Bagel, Sanders, Little Caesars, and TCBY.
The best part about walking to lunch is that we never had to worry about being tardy, because we could never get far enough away from the school to be late. But some of us managed to get those 6-hour tardies anyways.
We were also the first freshman class to have a strict attendance policy. Yes, for the next 4 years, we would have our friendly, monotone voice calling us whenever we skipped. Missed a class?
There were a variety of ways to getting around the computer calling. One of them being if you had a friend who picked up the attendance, you could be rest assured that your name would be crossed off. But if it wasn't, you had the whole day to think up excuses on why the computer called your house. Such as, my teacher marked me absent by mistake, or I was on a field trip.
Well, Dave, my personal favorite was, I came late to class and the teacher forgot to mark my name off. Also, for some reason, after our freshman year, the school hired 4 new full-time security guards.
From the beginning of our freshman year, we were in for a lot of changes.
Both David and I came from parochial schools where guys and girls were separated.
The next thing we knew, we were in Mr. Daniels' sex education class. It was in this class that we learned about the birds, the bees, and STDs.
Speaking of changes, I can still remember when Mr. Smythe's waistline used to match his big heart.